Hello, my name is Connie Larson, and the title of my book is The Death of Mortality, an Urgent Angelic Message to Humanity from Archangel Michael. This is a book designed not only to help us cope with the dramatic upcoming changes in the world, but actually evolve our level of consciousness to a higher state. I'd like to begin with full disclosure. I'm a visual artist, and other than emails and one funny letter that I wrote to Wells Fargo Bank, I've really never written anything. So you can imagine my surprise when I was in my studio preparing to draw, and instead I began to write a book. It was the most extraordinary experience of my life, and I can only assume that because of the profound message that this book is meant to be available for everyone. The death of mortality is an extremely powerful and necessary message, and it requires and inspires specific actions on the part of all of us. It will take you on an evolutionary journey from your current level of consciousness, that of being human, into a higher conscious awareness of your true identity, that of divine spiritual being. You should know that there's an urgency expressed throughout this book because of the tremendous turmoil and catastrophic events which are rapidly unfolding, and the angels insist that we need to prepare ourselves now. Despite these events, the focus of the book is always on the positive, in that the end result of our struggle will be a monumental and blissful experience, which they have termed our collective Great Awakening, an event currently beyond our comprehension. But what makes this book unlike other books on the subject of 2012 and other prophecies of planetary changes is that it deals specifically with assisting us and empowering us to survive what the angels refer to as labor pains prior to our rebirth as spiritual beings. There's great concern on their part because we are so unaware and so unprepared for all that is to come. My book is meant to serve as a wake-up call, and hopefully an inspiration to readers to immediately begin to utilize the assistance that's being offered. I love the fact that the theme of oneness runs throughout every chapter, and we are being urged to stop celebrating diversity as we've been told to do, and concentrate on the truth that all are equal, all are one, all are God in individual form. As you can imagine, that task alone makes this book not only a guidebook for us, but a workbook as well. I envision the message that has been given in The Death of Mortality evolving into a worldwide movement, bringing all people together and thereby forming a collective divine army of one. I see myself working with this information through study groups, lectures, and conferences, motivating people towards a common purpose. I developed a website as a starting point and encourage you to visit www.urgentangelicmessage.com. What this book offers readers at the very, very least is that it is written in such a manner that by merely reading and pondering the words, you will arrive at a higher level of consciousness. It doesn't even require belief or acceptance on anyone's part. Because every grain of truth that one of us embodies in consciousness benefits all of us in some degree, I am committed and determined to see that as many people as possible have access to this book. As I mentioned, The Death of Mortality requires action on the part of the reader. The last chapter is really the beginning. The angels inspire us to think higher thoughts about who we are, and in doing so, I know we can be a light of the world during these turbulent times. By casting your vote for me in this competition, you will be joining with me, and you will also be instrumental in the formation of our divine army of one. Lastly, I want to express tremendous gratitude to James and Robert and all those associated with the competition. My deepest thanks to you all.